So I'm very lucky to have found this, and this actually came to me in a dream. I was dreaming how to get through to you boys and just let you see the facts. And the hardest part is for you guys to go into this with an open mind, and you know, because you guys have already made up your mind. But I'm just gonna show you the facts, and you guys tell me if I abandon both of you. But this is what I got, and we're gonna go backwards because these were, I don't know, laid out backwards. But this was on June 23rd, 2020, and this is kind of, talking about nothing. Where you coming to get Ethan? Tuesday. This was my week when I had, custody. We were sharing, you guys, 1 week on, 1 week off. But your mom was taking Ethan on walks and not really taking Elijah. He probably just didn't want to go. I get it. She said this evening I'll be there about 5. Sorry, neglected to make contact with you guys until late. And I said, okay, sounds good. Any time of the day is fine. It doesn't have to be later. Thank you very much, Tony. Just text Elijah so he's ready. Or me, I forgot we're going to work today. It is Ethan I will pick up to go on a walk at 5. And then she was leaving Paulsbo because she was working. And then she wanted to know if Ethan could help us work. I said, yep, that'll work. And okay, I will tell him. And then, I don't know. She wrote this. Well, here's how it works. I worked at Paulsbo last 5 days. I'm going to apply to give them my availability as every other week. So she was cutting her hours. So she wasn't working the weeks that she had you guys. But that's just not normal. I mean, if you got to work, you got to work. I want to show them that I am someone they can count on. Cliff reminded me first priority is the boys, so I should not agree to work anymore this week. I will be getting paperwork, financial disclosure paper for you to fill out so we hopefully can get Ethan into Burley School. It is required. Divorce hurts everybody. She wanted to send Ethan to a private school. And I said, that's fine for his scholarship set up or whatever. Remind me again the cost per year for him. Yes, it's so we hopefully can receive an income-based tuition. I have my taxes for the last year, but I know this year even maybe lower. She said $3,800 or half of that for scholarship. Also, if you need Ethan to come over during the day, he's more than welcome to be at the house, at my house. Pick him up every night, no different than dropping him at daycare, whatever you decide. I do not know the income cutoff, and I do not want to make a practice of dropping him off at Glenwood on my weeks, only if necessary. And I said, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a backup for you. Doesn't have to be a habit or a practice or anything. It's just if he has nobody there to be with him. Of course, he's still your week and everything. And I was taking you guys down to Southworth and leaving my tax return. Just thank you on the way to Southworth. I said, no problem. She said, call me. And then I was wondering if we could all go to Yellowstone and Preston, Idaho, where they filmed Napoleon Dynamite. And you could keep them an extra day, please. And she said, okay. And so she was working with me back then. And then she was saying that Ethan needed a special tea. And then we had it with us. Ethan should leave that shirt at Glenwood. That was the one, I don't know what it said. See you, Fred Meyer, leaving Bremerton. The Lord convicted me last week that I was ungracious when I didn't take the decal from Amy that she had for me. I'm sorry if I hurt her feelings. Please forgive me. And I said, it's okay, Elijah just had said you wanted one. And I think we were talking about Ethan, providing him with the education. What we must not do is expect Elijah to go to work during his designated homeschooling hours. I would like to start a schedule of 8 to 2 with a lunch in between. I am also sending in the required declaration to provide home-based instruction. There are opportunities to learn some fun, rewarding topics. I need your email because we have things to discuss in regards to the boys and texting. It's not optimal. Do you want me to email you a copy of the withdrawal forms? I will give you some time to digest the information. So she was working with me back then. And I think this was the first half of that. Which you can read if you want. And then I gave her my email. You have to be careful. They don't want to vaccinate the kids, even more homeschooled. Either way, with Elijah, he is an asset, but still needs school. That's what I said, as far as you working, son. Here, your mom said she has a bachelor's degree, and that meets the requirements for homeschooling. President Trump has made vaccines illegal. And then here in August 2020, is Ethan available for an evening walk? And then here, she was feeling bad about having you guys vaccinated. And yeah, I do too. And then she come to pick up Ethan for a walk. And she made Ethan a podiatrist appointment. These were some of the questions the school was pushing. That's a withdrawal form. And right here, September 13th, 2020, Amy's mom been talking about moving to South Dakota also. So either Idaho or there. Northern Idaho is expensive and Californians are moving there in droves. So I was talking to your mom about moving to South Dakota. Just for your info. And then I asked her where she was planning on moving. Let's see. And then she said she was thinking Southern Idaho. We are babysitting tomorrow and going to take him for a drive to get him to sleep. Elijah's here, so you can drop Ethan back whenever. Ethan's research topic is Tesla, and Elijah is working on Sarah. Need to pick up Ethan from the podiatrist. She's at Glenwood, leaving. And then I asked her again, if we all moved to a different state, how would we do having the kids? 3 months alternating or 6 months? Or, and then she said, obviously lawyers will need to be involved. I know mother, you, or I would be okay not seeing the boys for months at a time. I know neither you or I would not be okay seeing the boys for months at a time. I always consult Legal Shield. Since what happened in the divorce, Elijah and Ethan wanted to wish Emily a belated happy birthday, but the number Elijah had is no longer in service. Happy birthday to you. I'm just asking what you're thinking about the time frame for visitation. You mentioned moving, and I was wondering the time gap. If you live a state or two away, visitation every week wouldn't work. Don't need a lawyer to tell me what you're thinking, do you?